Oh. Welcome back, Matt. How are you, sir? Got any big plans for the day? Come on. Come on. There it goes. Oh, I'm so tired. Welcome back, Jacob. Guys, I don't want to go to work. But I also don't want to do anything else in particular, so it's not like I want to, oh, hello, I'm sorry, I gotta go fast. But I also don't want to do anything else in particular, so it's not like there's something else I'd rather do. You seriously waited that whole time when you could have taken a right at any point. Clown shoes. Okay. I heard something about spidey senses and saving of a life, but I didn't hear who said it, and I didn't hear any details around it. So I will say no to answer the question as you asked it. However, I did hear to some degree. Looking very autumnal. It is. It's going to look really crazy. So you see this piping to your left if you're looking at the screen. Our city hosts what is billed as like the largest Halloween street celebration in the world. It attracts up to like 50,000 people annually. And this whole downtown area is fenced off and turned into one giant party with like 4 stages of music and actors and everything. And it's called Nightmare. And so it's a huge, giant Halloween, just drunken debauchery festival. And we've gone to it every year. However, it doesn't really change. It's kind of the same thing, just everyone dresses in costumes and listens to music and drinks a lot and eats a lot. And so Son had said this year that he's like, yeah, I think we can skip it this year, maybe go in a year or two. So but they're starting to set up for that. So if you think it looks autumnal now, it's not only going to look autumnal, it's going to look very horrifying soon as well. I don't want to be on the tracks. Okay, I'm not going to be on the tracks. Oh, appreciate you guys. I do have a few minutes today to hang out with you. I just don't know if I got a dry chair. Oh, God, I'm so tired. Hit the Queen. That's a great idea, and I'm going to go home and do that. That is the first stage of the plan. I think I want to see Inflatable House today, guys. I just want to, selfishly, me. But if you want to see what Nightmare is about, we actually have a full video of it on our channel. I'm not suggesting you have to watch it, but because it's like a half hour long. But that would be what Nightmare on Chicago Street is all about. It's just a huge, ridiculous festival. Do, 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 do. But even soon, these trees are going to change even more. Some of them change to, you know, colors of red and crimson and what have you. Here we go. Here it is. Inflatables up all day, every day. And then those will switch to Christmas very soon. But I am definitely digging the vibes. It's more my cup of tea. I'm not a summer fan at all. So you can start to see colors of amber in here. You'll start to see some reds when we take a turn. Oh. Ugh. I cannot stand M&M. That's my hot take for the morning. Just can't stand them. So, Bod, I turned this song up at the risk of YouTube getting mad at me. I've known this song since I was a child. Are the cities that they say in here and the fact that West End girls are a thing, is that a thing for real life? What did Jacob do? Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm staring straight forward. I'll get caught up when I get home. The red lights have not come frequently. I see you're in the chat, Mama. Can you bring out my coffee? Because I got a few minutes that I can sit outside. East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. West End girls. Looking down the walls, East End boys and West End girls. West End town and Delhi walls, East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be Dad and Son carpool karaoke, but I dig 80s music.
The River's pumpkin spice payday keyword of the hour is win, W-I-N. Go to 959theriver.com and enter that now for your chance at $2,000.
Early. And Mom, I don't know if I said this out loud or just thought it in my brain because I'm so tired. If you can hear this, can you bring a cup of coffee out for me? I think I poured it before I left. I swear I thought it. Maybe didn't say it. Oh, I did say it. Okay. There you go. Oh. Peel you off the glass now. All right, let me get caught up on chat. She's making the bold assumption that this thing is dry. I guess it's dry-ish. Would you like to come out with me, sir, in your PJs? Okay, Jacob, I gotta read up and see the deets on this. Hold on. There you go. Go on. Good boy. Go on. We'll get some yard time, my guy. Okay. Someone was gonna pass the road and didn't see the car coming. I guess I grabbed her and pulled her back to the sidewalk before getting hit. Well, nice job, Jacob. Doesn't it make you feel good to, have a good deed on your conscience? Hi. Hi. I was only gone for like a half hour. I know dogs can't tell the concept of time, but you a stinky boy. You need a bath. Well, that tells you that at your core, you're a good person, because your options in the situation were just let it play out and happen, or to take action, and instinct kicked in, and you did the right thing. Yes, I petted a doggy. I did. I'll admit it. There was 2 doggies outside of church, and I petted them. Man, I might ask, did that seriously happen, though? Because that sounds like something you could have turned into a dad joke. And Bod, did you answer my question on that song as you guys were just listening to me? Sure. On the song I was carpool karaoke singing, did you hear my questions on that, or was my singing just so mesmerizing that you guys couldn't hear anything? Oh, okay. So I was listening to the 80s new wave song on the car ride. It's I'm going to butcher the name of the town, but it's like the western town of Dellenwall, East End Boys and West End Girls. West End Girls. Is that a real place, and is that a real thing? With, like, East Side Boys and West End Girls? Like, or is that just a catchy tune and lyric? Probably a good thing. I have the voice of a very, very deep-throated angel. Remus, I pet that dog for like 10 seconds. Like 10 seconds. Okay, it's not a place. Well, now you just ruined all my childhood geographic knowledge of the greater Isles of the UK and or possibly Ireland, seeing that I had no idea which country it would be located in. However, my childhood geography lesson has just been ruined. You are correct. It is Pet Shop Boys. Very catchy tune. So I was rocking out to that towards the end of the ride. And since I grew up on the east side of town, it was another catchy thing because I considered myself an East End boy. Although Mama was from a different city, so. And she was on the east side of that city too, so she was not a West End girl. Huh. Goes to show you what one hit can do. What's a council flat? I know a flat is like an apartment, but what's a council flat? It's a West End town in a dead end world. See, I don't look up the lyrics. I always thought that lyrics. Now you're completely blowing my mind because it's like hold me close, I'm Tony Danza instead of hold me close, I'm Tiny Dancer. I thought it was Denenwald was the name of the town. Dead end world. So is he kind of like one of those, what do they call, like nowadays, like back in the 80s, he would have been just like, you know, more punk, I guess, like in his image. But nowadays, like you get the people, they're called like porcelain gangsters or something like that. Like the guys and gals that dress up in like Adidas tracksuits and act all like thuggish and hard, but they're posers and punks. Isn't there a British term for that? Like porcelain gangster or something like that. And Jacob, Matt, did we lose you? Because Matt, I was asking if that was a real situation. Because speaking of saving a kid's life, we were at a restaurant one time and a waitress did drop an entire tray. And the way you sit at a restaurant, a lot of times if you take a baby with you, is the table goes this way and then the high chair goes on the end of the table with the baby. The waitress dumped and there was tons of heavy plates, hot food, glasses with drinks. And it was about to fall on like a 3-month-old baby. And I like put my back over the top of the baby and took the entire hit of it to save the baby from getting its skull crushed by that or getting burned. And what's going on, Jeremiah? All right. Well, it happened for me in real life, and I can tell you it was at a steakhouse, so the hot steak and baked taters and everything else that hit me, and the glasses, they're like those thick glass bottom glasses where the glass at the bottom is like that heavy, so they're hard to even lift to drink from. Soft drink or not, that was in the cup, and a couple of them were beer steins because I was having a beer and so was the other gentleman that we were eating with. And the baby was not son. The baby was was our friend's firstborn. Yeah, it wasn't enjoyable. Soft drink or not. It was actually quite painful. Long live Austin? Can you give me context now that I said it? So what are you doing the rest of the day, Jacob? You gotta find something to live your best life. Like sphinxing out in the middle of the yard with your bone. In your pajamas. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If I could come back as anything, if reincarnation's a thing, I'm coming back as one of my animals. I'm sorry to hear that, Jeremiah, but yeah, happy to do it. I'll be honest with you, most of the time I get asked to say stuff like 6'7", so. I had a very close friend of mine, at this point about a decade ago, that passed away, so I empathize for sure. It's not a bad call. How do you take your coffee, Jacob? That's how Dad drinks it. I'm going to stick with my lyric bod so I don't ruin my entire childhood. And I'm going to say it's the western town of Denenwald. So that way you can tell all your friends back in the homeland that, you know, this American goofball that doesn't know how to use Shazam to look up lyrics and completely butchers the Pet Shop Boys. You're a cream in the coffee guy. Appreciate the hearts. The comic books. I have a few, Matt. So if you're in the live later, I found a few more of the Halloween like dad jokes that I gotta bust out. They're actually solid. I think they're pretty hokey funny. So cappuccino's a good call. However, typically if I'm getting one, I just go for the straight espresso and just go a double shot. I like that one, Matt. What is a light year? Same as a regular year, just with less calories. Oh, my back. I've already had 2 practices this week for basketball. And I will tell you, I don't want to say in shape. That's not the right word. Just like my muscles aren't ready for it. So I'm not in basketball shape is what I'll say. So my legs are tired. I think that's why I'm so tired is we had practice last night. And then when we came home, we did a few things and I slept like a rock last night, but I think my body's still recovering because I'm using muscle groups that I haven't used. I'm coming out of my swim muscles and getting into my basketball muscles. So son plays basketball on a couple teams and I coach them all. So one practices Monday night. The other one practices at least 2 times on different days, at least. And then we have games Saturday morning and I coach all the teams. So, and I'm a more active coach as opposed to somebody that just sits and gives direction. But basketball is a good winter sport in the U.S. For winter sports, you either basically as it's basketball, wrestling, or hockey. So if you're talking about cross country, Jacob, that's over for the season. So it's a real short season. That's the fall sport that son does. That one's over. And then the spring sport he does is volleyball. So that'll come up after basketball. And then if we have a track team, last year we didn't have one because the numbers were too low. I also coach the volleyball and track team, but if he has a track team, he'll be on track, and taekwondo's year round. So those are the sports he's in. Me, on the other hand, I was football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and martial arts. Baseball's not as popular as it used to be, which is sad because baseball is quote unquote America's pastime, but it's not near as popular as it used to be. Jeremiah, that's what'll happen if you ask those type of questions. Not that it matters, but Mama's in the other room, and son is the byproduct of the relationship I have with Mama. So hopefully that answers your question, but it doesn't matter. We accept people for whoever they are, as long as they're cool and put out good vibes. So. That's him. He's a dingbat. And I was thinking that because at the same time I'm like, this goofball is just sitting here rolling in the yard in his PJs. Dude, respect the fact that I have to do the laundry. Come on. No? Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to wash your PJs. Come on. You got a German Shepherd? We don't know what he is. We think he's part Shepherd. So does the vet. So his doctor thinks he's part Shepherd too. We were told he was part English Mastiff, but the markings are very similar to a Anatolian Shepherd. So we honestly think he's part Anatolian and part Lab. That's what our guess is. But we don't know, and we're not going to waste the money on a DNA test because we know he's 100% Remus. And we're okay with that. Ask ChatGPT what our dog is. I actually prefer Gemini, Jacob. I don't know if we've ever had this conversation, but I've tried like 4 different versions of AI, but I'm a Gemini fan. Just the layout, the functionality, the responses I get. I actually I use it. It's helpful to come up with like hashtags for videos and stuff like that. No, I say it's helpful, but then we drop videos and they get 30, 40, 50 views. So I don't know how helpful it actually is because it doesn't seem to be helping, but it saves me time is what I mean by helpful, if that makes sense. And when you have 4 channels, you need all the help you can get to save time when you got a full-time job and are as busy as we are otherwise. So I never press you on your other channel, but I just wanted to ask if you don't mind sharing. On your other channel, the one that's got the large subscriber base, what kind of content do you make in there? Welcome in, Evan. You heard the garbage trucks? You heard the garbage trucks? We're okay. We're safe. You can be off guard. We're safe. He just turned 2 years old. So he's just barely 2. You got a dog, Evan? Appreciate you, Jay. I knew what you meant, Jacob. No worries. What's your dog's name? How old? And what kind? Appreciate the hearts. Okay. So it's kind of more in line with our DIY channel. And our DIY channel, believe it or not, from a watch hour standpoint, I've said this a million times, beats this channel in watch hours like 10 to 1. But this channel has 3 times the subscriber base. So, go figure. English Bulldog. English Bulldogs can be some of the funniest dogs on the planet. They're so hilarious. What's your dog's name? Oh, Charlie. I love when people give dogs actual human names. And theoretically, Remus is human. It's just a mythical human name because they were supposed to be real. But I highly doubt that was actually the case. But what do I know? All right, Chad. I just saw the time. It's almost 8:30. Yeah, Mama, he doesn't do that. And I don't press him. I just wanted to know what the content was on because we were talking about... Oh, here's the coyote. Here's the coyote. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Coyote. And the coyote runs. Told you, Mama, we don't have to worry about the coyote with Remus. The coyote is definitely more scared of Remus than it is the other way around. So, Jay, we have 4 channels. This is what we consider our main channel. So, Dad and Son Do It All. Then we have Dad and Son DIY It All, Dad and Son Cook and Eat It All, Dad and Son Collect It All, and we're building out a 5th channel, believe it or not, called Dad and Son Game It All, which is too many. I show 6, Mama, but that shows you what I know and how the numbers don't always add up. But yeah, we decided to do that so that way the channels could have different focus, although this channel is all encompassing. We sort of just do what we're doing. So there's really no focus on this one. It's whatever activities we're up to, we share out, and if people get value and it brings a smile to their face, we consider it a win. That's really what we're all about. So on that note, guys, it is 8:31. I got to get to work. So, Evan, I hope that answers your question. And this is the point in the chat where Jacob's like, hey, you're doing the hand thing, so you're ending it. Yes. I got to go. It's a necessary part of my day. I got to go work. So, the schedule for the day. That's a great question. I'd like to, Matt, but there might be a little mix on it. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. But I will be dropping a pizza video no matter what. It's already scheduled on the Cooking and Eating channel. But either way, we'll be live, whether it's on the Cooking and Eating channel. But it's always usually up to Mama and Son, because if it was just me, we'd probably do pizza 5 out of 7 nights a week. I do love me some pizza. I had pizza for lunch yesterday. So the leftovers from Friday night I had for lunch yesterday. Yes, he does eat pizza with me. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to school pickup today, which will be on the DIY channel. So in roughly 6 hours from now, we will be on the DIY channel to do school pickup. And then this evening, we actually don't have any sports or any activities scheduled. So it'll be normal on this channel, usual time, 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish for an evening check-in for those that can make it. So that is the plan, but I got to get to work because, unfortunately, this is, as much as people want to believe this is our job, it is not. This is for fun and to hang out with you awesome people. So thank you for spending a little bit of your time with us. I got to get this dingbat back inside so he doesn't take out any more coyotes. And we will see you in the next one. So hope to see you in the next one. If you haven't done so, this is your chance. Hit the subscribe, turn on notifications. Love to keep the conversation going. We appreciate you all so much. You guys take care. All our best.